Have you ever watched someone spend their entire life chasing money, only to discover years later that money was never the real problem? Some people earn a fortune and still sleep with fear in their hearts. Others begin with empty pockets, struggle through years of uncertainty, and somehow build a life of peace, dignity, and freedom. So what do they understand that others don't? This is the story of a man who discovered the answer far too late. His name was Arun, and everyone in his village called him a fool. Not because he was lazy, not because he lacked intelligence, but because he kept making the same mistake again and again. Arun worked in a tiny grocery shop at the end of a crowded street. Every morning, before the sun appeared, he opened the wooden shutters. Every night, long after the streets became quiet, he counted the day's earnings. He worked hard. He worked honestly.
And yet, somehow, he was always broke. Every month, when his salary arrived, Arun would stare at the money and whisper, "This time things will be different." But they never were. A new shirt, a better phone, a dinner at an expensive restaurant, a few drinks with friends. One small purchase became another. And before the month ended, his wallet was empty again. Then came the familiar sentence, "My salary is too small." One evening, Arun sat outside the shop after closing. Rain fell softly on the empty street. His clothes were damp. His stomach was empty. He opened his wallet. There was almost nothing inside. He stared at the few notes in his hand and suddenly felt something he had never admitted before. Fear. What if this is my life forever? The next morning, his old friend Ravi found him sitting silently outside the shop. "You look tired," Ravi said. Arun forced a smile. "I work hard, but I never get ahead." Ravi asked, "Where does your money go?" Arun looked away. "I don't know." Ravi sighed. Then he said, "I know someone who might help you." That afternoon, Ravi took him to the edge of the village. There, beneath an enormous banyan tree, lived an old businessman named Dev. Dev had once been poor, very poor. But over decades, he had built several successful businesses. Arun told him everything. "My salary is too low. If I earned twice as much, I could finally become wealthy." Dev listened without interrupting. Then he picked up 2 clay pots. He filled the first one with water. It stayed full. Then he filled the second. Water immediately began leaking through a small crack. Dev kept pouring. Arun watched the water disappear into the ground. Finally, Dev asked, "Arun, if I gave you 10 times more water, would this pot become full?" "No," Arun answered. "Why?" "Because it has a hole." Dev looked into his eyes. "Then why do you think more money will fix your life?" Arun froze. The old man's voice became softer. "Your salary isn't your greatest problem, Arun. Your habits are." Those 4 words followed Arun all the way home. That night, he couldn't sleep. He thought about every payday. He thought about every unnecessary purchase. Every time he had complained about being poor while spending money to look successful. Then something painful occurred to him. Perhaps he wasn't trapped by his salary. Perhaps he was trapped by himself. The next morning,
Arun returned to Dev. I want to change. Dev gave him a small empty notebook. Then begin here. What should I write? 3 things. Dev raised one finger. What did you earn? A second. What did you waste? Then the third. What did you learn? Arun followed the instructions.
And slowly, the notebook began exposing the truth. He discovered that he wasted hours every day doing things that gave him nothing in return. He discovered that he spent money to impress people who didn't care about his future. He discovered that whenever someone gave him advice, he said, I already know that. But his life hadn't changed. And suddenly, he understood something terrifying. Knowing is worthless if you refuse to act. So Arun began again, quietly, without announcing it to anyone. Every evening, he spent 1 hour learning. He studied sales. He learned bookkeeping. He watched experienced businessmen. He learned how to negotiate. He learned how to speak confidently. He learned how to understand customers. He learned how to solve problems. For months, nothing happened. His salary remained the same. His friends laughed. Still trying to become rich? Arun smiled. Yes, but inside, he sometimes wondered if they were right. Then one rainy afternoon, everything changed. A large restaurant placed an urgent order with the grocery shop. But the shop was a mess. Products were missing, workers were arguing. The owner panicked. We are going to lose the customer. Everyone stood frozen. Everyone except Arun. He stepped forward. He checked the inventory, called the suppliers, organized the workers, rearranged the deliveries, and stayed until the final box left the shop. The restaurant order arrived on time. The next morning, the owner called Arun into his office. Arun expected criticism. Instead, the owner stood up. I made a mistake, he said. Arun looked confused. I thought you were just a shop worker. The owner smiled.
You're more than that. He increased Arun's salary. Not because Arun demanded it, not because he complained, but because he had become valuable. That night, Arun walked home through the same streets he had walked for years. But something felt different. For the first time, he didn't feel powerless. He finally understood the secret. Money follows value, and value follows growth. From that day forward, whenever Arun earned more, he refused to immediately increase his lifestyle. Instead, he asked one question: what can this money build?
He built better tools. He learned new skills. He started a tiny side business. He made mistakes. He lost money. He failed. Sometimes he came home exhausted and wondered whether all his effort was worth it. But every failure taught him something, and every lesson made him stronger. Years passed. The man everyone once called a fool became a respected businessman. One evening, a young man approached him. Sir, everyone says you're successful. Tell me the secret. Arun looked at him and smiled. I used to think wealth meant having more money. So what changed? I learned that money is only the fruit. The real wealth is the tree.
The young man didn't understand. Arun continued.
Your knowledge is part of the tree. Your discipline is part of the tree. Your skills are part of the tree. Your ability to solve problems is part of the tree. And your character is the root. If the roots are weak, more money won't save you. The young man remained silent. Arun looked towards the village lights in the distance. Don't spend your life trying to look rich, he said. Spend it becoming valuable. Because a person can lose money and earn it again. But if they never develop the ability to create value, they will remain dependent on luck forever. Arun had once believed his poor salary was his prison. He later realized the real prison was his thinking. And perhaps that is the lesson we all need to hear. You don't have to become rich tomorrow. You don't need a perfect job. You don't need a lucky break. But you do need to become better than you were yesterday. Learn one skill. Build one good habit. Solve one bigger problem. Save one more rupee.
Make another wiser decision. Then do it again tomorrow. Because wealth rarely arrives like thunder. It grows quietly. One decision, one skill, one sacrifice. 1 year, then another. And one day you look back and realize that the person who once begged life for an opportunity has become the kind of person who creates opportunities for others. That is the real secret of wealth. Don't chase money first. Build the person who knows what to do with it. Because when you become more valuable, money has a reason to find you. And when you become disciplined enough to keep and grow it, money finally has a reason to stay. So if you're struggling today, don't be ashamed of where you are. Just don't stay there. Your income may describe your present, but your willingness to learn can rewrite your future. And remember Arun. The village called him a fool because they only saw what he had. Dev saw something else. He saw what Arun could become. And sometimes the greatest transformation in life begins the moment you stop asking, why do I have so little? And finally ask, what must I become to create more? That question changed Arun's life. It can change yours too. That line changed Arun's life. It can change yours too.
Please like and comment the video, subscribe for more updates. Thank you.